G'day, guys. I'm glad I didn't go last night. It's one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. Um, don't know if anyone else is feeling this way. Um, Towards the end of that third quarter, right, I've been feeling this way. I've been feeling this way about this team, but I just felt myself just saying, "Fucking hate this. I hate this team. I hate this group of players. Like I genuinely dislike them, and that's not knowing them personally. And that's a sort of quite a big thing to say, but I kind of really disliked what this group has kind of become and what we kind of stand for. And I know there was a little bit of sort of momentum in 2023 and whatever. But this is a really, and I know it's easy to say when you're losing, but it's more than that. This is a really unlikable group of footballers, or a team, Um, yeah, yeah. And it's hard to, when you feel like that, it's hard to really care. And I got to be honest, I don't really give a fuck about them at the moment. I really don't. And I certainly not even interested in the Eagles next week and gather around, and even probably North Melbourne. I'm not interested in those two games. I'm not saying we'll win those, but we're more than likely to. We're more than likely to, and I could not give a flying fuck whether we do or not. I feel like we're just total frauds. Total frauds. Started the game positively last night. Enthusiastic, good energy, pressure was up. Some okay ball movement. But as usual, struggled to score. That last kick inside 50, just horrible. A lot of pretty ordinary efforts by our forwards as well in the contest. I think defensively, across the board, early in the game, we made it difficult for Collingwood to get their transition game going. That was off the back of energy and setting up behind the play, but they started to squander some opportunities in that second quarter. You could just feel it. The fact that we could not fucking score, we just don't have enough polish or enough class or smart enough. We just couldn't score, and I don't think our forwards worked anywhere near hard enough. And Collingwood probably should have been in front at half time. But that was it. That's where the game ended. That's when the game ended. And if you were at the MCG, you might as well just left. Grabbed your car keys, your Mikey card, headed for the nearest train station, the pub, your car, and gone home. If you're like me on the TV, I should have just switched off and gone to bed at half time. Hit the fucking fart sack. Because what was dished up in that third quarter was just diabolical. Absolutely diabolical. And so game over. Within 10 minutes of that third quarter, as soon as I saw Sam Docherty just flinch, and Lockie Schultz took that mark. As soon as I saw that, and he wasn't the only one, the way we were monstered at the centre, the clearance is one part of the game that you can at least hang your hat on. Same old shit. No forward connection. Once they bottled it in, Collingwood could not get it out. Never looked like getting it out. Shit skills. Fumbly, scared, petrified, panicked with the ball. No confidence to take the game on. Mental toughness now on the agenda. It's been mentioned by our vice captain. Once it's mentioned, we know it's there. We know it's there. We know it's been there for a long time with this group. Take you right back, even when we were going well in that prelim final back in 2023 against the Brisbane Lions. Any good team that's got strong mental toughness, when you're 5 goals up in a prelim final, can find a way to win a game of football. We just fucking couldn't. We just couldn't. Junk disposals, junk. Go through the stats, and I'm not even gonna bother talking about how many possessions players had, because they were fucking junk. And then the conceding goals from defensive 50 stoppages, out-coached, outplayed, out-muscled, no fucking answers at all. And Voss mentioned standards. This isn't the first time. It's probably the first time he's mentioned standards. Standards dropped. Unacceptable. He's been babying this group. I'm 100% sure he's been babying this group. Go back to what he said after the Hawthorn games. Don't go moping around. I mean, fucking Christ. Fucking Christ. To accept that defeat. When standards clearly dropped in that game, when standard clearly dropped against the Western Bulldogs, and no doubt back in round 1, the worst of them all against Richmond. The only way forward is to make a fucking huge big selection statements. Huge. So I will be going to the VFL tomorrow night, guys. I'm going. I'm gonna go for a run in the morning, going to mow the lawns, I'm going to clean the cat run, I'm going to do odds and ends jobs around the house, keep the missus happy. Then I'm going to get in the car and I'm going to go to Icon Park and watch the VFL team take on a very good football team in the Southport Sharks. You know why? Not because I think it's a good team to watch. It's coached by fucking Luke Power, who's been at the football club for now since 2019, hasn't he? Just sort of flown under the radar. The development of our players, the mindset of our young players when they do come in. Ashton Moyle last night. My God, what was going on when he came onto the ground? He got an opportunity, had 2 disposals. What was going on? What was all that cringy laughing and giggling the players were doing when he came on? What was all that about? He was horrible last night. I know he's 19, but he was horrible. But I'm going to go and watch this VFL team play because I want to know, because there should be fucking anyone in that senior team other than maybe 3 or 4 players should be on the chopping block. And if this fucking coach of ours is fair income, and if he's talking about standards and those standards are dropped over the first 4 weeks of the season, then big names need to go out of this football team. But no, we will know what will happen. Matthew Cottrell will get back over his little ankle injuries he's had. Matthew Bordia was dropped after 1 game. He'll come back in. He's had a game back and we'll get him back in. It'll be the same old rotations of players. But I'm going to go. I want to see what these young guys have got. I really do. I want to see if they can sense the fucking kill themselves. Does Billy Wilson sense a kill here? Has he got something in him? Is he looking at this going, fuck, there's a fucking spot for me there? So I want to see him play tomorrow night. Same with Matthew Carroll. What fucking Jackson Binns got? What's Harry Lemmy got? Fuck, there's so many spots in this team that should be up for grab because these players in the senior team, Sam Doherty, Zach Williams, Mitch McGovern, the list can go fucking on and on and on and on, do not have high standards and are not being held to account. And that comes from the senior coach. And the only way through it is to go, enough is a fucking enough. So I'm going to give a full report, guys, and this isn't, we shouldn't be blaming the VFL boys for what transpired last night at the MCG. This is about going to the VFL and going, okay, which one of these guys has got fucking something in us that's going to make us better? Which one can sense that there's some spots up for grab? Because every time this kind of happens, you go and watch the VFL and they're fucking meek. They're just meek. And you look through the best players and it's always non-VFL listed players are the ones that play well. So that's it. That's the shortest review of a game I'm going to do. Full credit to Collingwood. Full credit. I think there's still a lot of question marks on them. I didn't think they played it all well in that first half. But hey, they went up a gear, didn't they? They changed the way they played. They adapted. And they knew. Oh, my fucking God. Isn't Craig McRae a fucking patronising little prick? Hey, isn't he a patronising little prick that he sent Vossi some... I don't know they're mates, but he sent him some well wishes. Like, send him a well wishes, but why? Why do you need to say it? Why do you need to say it? Keep that quiet. But fuck, he can coach. He can coach. Fuck, they were good last night when it mattered. And you know what? If anything, I wanted our season to start with this game because it was such a fucking winnable game. Not wait to beat the West Coast Eagles next week or North Melbourne the week after. I couldn't give a fuck about that. Anyway, I'll be back over the next couple of days, guys, to give a full rundown of all these lads who play in the VFL, every AFL listed player, to see which ones are actually going to put their fucking hand up to come into this senior team, because it's time. It's time. Speak soon.